The next thing we need to do is we're going to explore this application called the Electoral Redistricting App ERA. It is built by international cooperation between International IDEA and Perludem, Indonesia. Now, this app is meant for any persons, especially those who doesn't come from GIS, to how to learn and also draw fair electoral boundaries. So what you need to do first is you have to create an account and validate via the email, and from there log in from here. So for information, if you have not created any projects or this is the first time, don't expect anything for the data part. We'll go straight to the districting workshop. Choose let's create. Ignore any pop-ups, go straight to the online version and go to projects. Okay. In this case, we are going to write the project as Sarawak 99 Dun Seats District. Okay. For your information, if this is the first time using ERA, you're only going to see the word default. You wouldn't see all the other projects. That's because a person like me have been using ERA multiple times and has created a lot of projects. Now you click the word create my project and just bear with it. And it should appear at the bottom. So you choose this one. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pause from the ERA stuff and we move to the another site called the GitHub. You will be taken to this link that points to the Sarawak underscore 2022 example. And for this work, we will focus on the Senarai Daerah Sarawak Bilangan Pengundi 2022.csv and the Sarawak Daerah 2022 underscore rated zip. So what you need to do is you click the CSV file. This is to show you the list of all the districts and the parent divisions, but more importantly, the total number of voters for every district, because that will determine Asajay get X amount of constituencies as opposed to Bao getting Y amount of constituencies. So what I need you to do is click the download the raw file and have it downloaded on your computer. Next thing you need to do is the Sarawak underscore Daerah underscore 2022.zip. You click on that and download here. Okay. The CSV refers to the non-spatial, which is the voter numbers, and the Sarawak Daerah is the map file. What we need to do is let's get back to the ERA. In this case, we choose load shapefile, choose file. In this case, the map file. Press next. Sometimes it will take some time, so just bear with it. You put num. Make sure it's all the word Daerah appears. Press next. And saying I will do it later and finish up because the CSV file will have the voter numbers. But on this instance, the map file doesn't have any of this. Here's the map for all the 45 districts of Sarawak. Let's go to the population data. Choose file. Press next. Daerah. It shows the Daerah. Bilangan Pengundi. And press finish. Okay. That part is settled. Next, we look at the parliament seats. Parliament seat number of us is 99. Now, in Sarawak, we are among the 45 districts. For every district, how many constituencies should be there at least? There should be at least one, where possible. Or the district doesn't have enough number of voters such that the future DUN shall span more than a district. Okay. Minimum is one. Maximum, don't put one, don't put five, because some districts would need a lot of voters, needs a lot of representation. So the maximum seat you can safely put, let's say, even 99, which you know the number will not be achieved. Now you see the word quota, what has happened. Basically, it's a system already calculated the electoral quota, the average. And what they decided to do is take the average, which is around, let's say for Dun is 19,000. You take the Bau's voter count 43,000 plus divided by 19,000, you get Bau getting this amount of Duns. Next thing, standard deviation. Different organizations have different interpretations of what is an acceptable limits for redelineation, especially to contain the issue of malapportionment, the inequality of voting power. If you follow the Kuala Lumpur Declaration, it will be 10%. If you follow Tindak Malaysia's suggestion is 20%. Some of them want to go 30% or even more. For this purpose, we just stick to 20. Now you will see there's this thing called standard deviation value. What it means is if you do not check that box, the system will be very sensitive when you try to save an area to claim it as an electoral boundary of your proposal, but it is not fair in terms of voting power. So for this purpose, we said 20%. We go to maps.